The vast expanse of human civilization is riddled with countless mysteries, clues shrouded by the passage of time. It's akin to an intricate tapestry woven from threads of knowledge, each strand representing a critical piece of information that has shaped our collective history. However, there exists a significant portion of the story that's no longer visible, lost forever in the sands of time. This begs us to ponder. What would have been if these missing pieces had not vanished? Imagine an alternate reality where each piece of knowledge, each discovery, remained intact and accessible over centuries. Would we have achieved greater advancements at a faster pace, or perhaps followed entirely different paths in our understanding of the universe? These are questions that echo through the halls of history, their reverberations felt across the annals of time. In the heart of ancient Egypt, during the reign of Ptolemy II, in the early 3rd century BC, a sanctuary dedicated to universal wisdom emerged, the Library of Alexandria. As part of the larger Maussan research institution, this library was envisioned as an intellectual lighthouse, drawing scholars from across the known world to its shores like moths drawn to a flame. The grandeur and magnitude of the collection within these hallowed walls were nothing short of astounding. Thought to have ranged up to a staggering 400,000 scrolls in modern terms, equivalent to approximately 100,000 books. It served as the epicenter for academic pursuit and intellectual curiosity. The library was not merely a repository. It was an incubator that nurtured the geniuses of its time. Eminent scholars such as Eratosthenes, who calculated Earth's circumference with astonishing precision, and the inventor of the first recorded steam engine, found solace within these walls. However, this beacon of knowledge was not immune to the passage of time. Theories surrounding its demise abound. One prominent account implicates a catastrophic fire during Julius Caesar's civil war campaign in 48 BC. Yet another theory suggests that political turmoil and diminishing patronage precipitated the library's gradual decline, ultimately leading to its dissolution by invading forces. Regardless of the probably multiple reasons, the obliteration of the Library of Alexandria stands as a stark reminder of the fragile nature of our cultural edifices. As the Roman Empire waned, another intellectual powerhouse rose in its stead, the Imperial Library of Constantinople, founded by Emperor Constantius II in the 4th century AD. This institution was the successor to the libraries of antiquity and a cornerstone of Byzantine intellectual life. It played a crucial role in preserving Greek and Roman texts through tumultuous times. The library's collection was vast, with estimates suggesting it housed over 100,000 volumes of ancient writing. Works of Homer, Sophocles, and other significant authors were meticulously transcribed from papyrus to parchment within its walls, ensuring their survival across generations. Yet, the library's fate was inextricably linked with that of Constantinople itself. In the year 1204, during the Fourth Crusade, the city fell victim to ransacking crusaders who left a trail of destruction in their wake. The Imperial Library suffered extensive damage, marking one of the most grievous losses of cultural heritage in the Middle Ages, as countless texts and scholarly works were lost or destroyed. In the heart of ancient Nineveh, during the 7th century BC, an ambitious endeavor unfolded, the Assyrian Library of Asherbani. This library was a sign of the foresight and intellectual prowess of its founder, King Asherbani himself. Renowned for his commitment to knowledge preservation, he set about cataloging the collective wisdom of Mesopotamia in an organized manner, making it the first systematically arranged library in recorded history. Assurbanipal was a ruler as scholarly as he was mighty. His collection spanned all subjects imaginable: literature, history, science, and even magic. The shelves of his library groaned under the weight of over 30,000 cuneiform tablets. Each one points to the intellectual achievements of the Assyrian Empire. Among these texts was the famous Epic of Gilgamesh, an epic poem that stands as one of the earliest known works of literary fiction. Yet, like all great civilizations, the fall of Nineveh in 612 BC brought about the library's destruction. However, fate had other plans for this repository of knowledge. The very act intended to erase the Assyrian legacy inadvertently preserved it. When invading forces consumed the city in flames, these fires baked the clay tablets, turning them into lasting records that would outlive the empire itself. These tablets lay buried under Nineveh's ruins until their rediscovery in the 19th century by archaeologists. This find has been hailed as one of the most significant archaeological discoveries, providing an unparalleled window into the ancient world. The Ming Dynasty bore witness to an ambitious literary endeavor, the creation of the Jongle Encyclopedia. Commissioned by the Jongle Emperor himself, this monumental project aimed to compile all known scholarship into one grand collection, a demonstration of his visionary mind that would endure beyond his reign. Completed in 1408, taking just 5 years, it was nothing short of extraordinary, boasting an astounding 22,900 manuscript rolls across over 11,000 volumes, easily making it the largest of its time. Overall, it was a meticulously curated selection that sought to preserve the full breadth of Chinese knowledge. The encyclopedia covered an extensive range of subjects, everything from agriculture to the arts, geology to technology, and much more. This list is unending. The work was so comprehensive that even the table of contents alone spanned 60 volumes. Now, like many cultural treasures, it fell victim to the political upheavals of the 19th century. Wars and rebellions claimed much of this monumental work, leaving only a fraction, fewer than 400 volumes today, as a poignant reminder of its original grandeur. The loss of the Jongle Encyclopedia underscores the fragility of human endeavors and cultural heritage. Yet the partial survival of this treasure continues to be a source of historical and cultural wealth, offering us a glimpse into the vast intellectual landscape of ancient China. The narrative of lost knowledge remains incomplete without acknowledging the profound impact of colonization on indigenous cultures worldwide. The systematic destruction and suppression of indigenous knowledge systems have led to an immeasurable loss of wisdom that once fueled thriving and diverse societies. Vital knowledge passed down through generations encompassed a deep understanding of the natural world, medicinal practices, agricultural techniques, and complex social structures. This wealth of knowledge was often encoded in languages, rituals, and stories unique to each community. However, the arrival of colonizers brought about an era of disruption that would forever alter the course of indigenous history. The repercussions of this loss are far-reaching. Today, many indigenous languages teeter on the brink of extinction, taking with them invaluable ecological knowledge and irreplaceable cultural heritage. Efforts to revive these knowledge systems are underway, but the gaps left by centuries of erasure present significant challenges. It serves as a stark reminder of the need to respect and protect the intellectual contributions of all cultures, especially those most vulnerable to the tides of change. The preservation of indigenous knowledge systems is crucial not only for honoring our shared past, but also for ensuring a sustainable future with nature. Throughout history, a sinister practice has emerged as an instrument of censorship and ideological control: book burning. This act dates back to ancient times and has been employed by various regimes to suppress dissenting or heretical views. It serves as a powerful symbol of the lengths some will go to assert dominance over thought and information. One of the earliest recorded instances occurred in China under Emperor Qin Shi Huang's rule in 213 BC. This act was part of his larger campaign to consolidate power and impose ideological uniformity, targeting philosophical works that challenged his authority. The result? A significant portion of ancient Chinese literature vanished into the ashes, forever altering the trajectory of intellectual discourse within the empire. In more recent history, Nazi Germany orchestrated one of the most infamous book burnings in the 1930s. This event was part of a broader effort to purge German culture of what the Nazis considered un-German influences. Books by Jewish authors, political dissidents, and other marginalized groups were publicly burned in an attempt to erase their contributions from the cultural memory. By destroying books, these regimes aimed to eliminate ideas and stifle intellectual freedom, demonstrating the inherent danger of allowing any single entity to dictate the bounds of knowledge and truth. In this digital age, where information is generated at an unprecedented rate and stored in vast virtual repositories, a paradoxical conundrum emerges: one of preservation. While our capacity for data storage has grown exponentially, the ephemeral nature of digital media poses significant threats to the longevity of this knowledge. The quiet specter of data loss lurks not in dramatic acts of destruction like those that befell ancient libraries, but through insidious means like file corruptions, technological obsolescence, and vulnerability to cyber attacks. Our task extends beyond mere prevention of historical data loss. It demands active engagement in curation and maintenance of our cultural memory. The lessons of history underscore this imperative. By adopting robust information management strategies and fostering a culture of preservation, we can safeguard these insights from the past. A past detailed vividly in this video, right over here.